Yo, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, and today we're taking a look at all the Doomfist skins in Overwatch to try and figure out what the best one is. So, first off, we have Overwatch 1 Doom, classic, the nice golden fist, the nice just like buff black guy, and decent pants and everything. It just looks solid. You can't go wrong with it. It's nothing too crazy, but it is classic Doomfist. It's a very nice default. I'm gonna say it's a nice C tier. Then we have Overwatch 2 Doom. The same thing, except you got like a golden armband on the hand that isn't the fist, and then on the hand that is the fist, instead of a golden fist, it's like a black, fist, which for me kind of emphasizes a bit more power. I think it just looks cooler. He also got a bit more dripped out with the pants and stuff, and he has some stuff on his head, but honestly, it's mostly just kind of there. This is basically just a more detailed, like cooler looking version of Overwatch 1 D, in my opinion. I think it's just a straight upgrade, and there's not really a lot of room for argument there. And for me, that's just a solid B tier placement. Then we have Black Hand Doom, a very commonly loved and used Doom skin, and I can kind of see why. You got Demon Doom. This is just Demon Doom. He's got his fist is straight from like the forage. It still is like singed at the edges and stuff. You can see he just pulled it straight out. He's obviously like the cool little fire effect around his head and like the kind of glow effect there. He's got the nice little tarp thing in the front, decent looking pants and stuff, looking kind of more medieval. The demon skin and then like the no pupil red eyes and stuff. It's just a really cool looking skin. Now, is it my favorite skin? I'd say personally no, but it is definitely a very solid one, and I can see why a lot of people would get behind it. For me, it's a solid A tier skin. Then we have Caution Doom. Probably one of my least favorite Doom skins, just because it doesn't feel like Doomfist. I mean, this is like a robot. You could see here, this is all just a robot. There's no human behind any of this. The mohawk looks super goofy. The Junkertown color scheme looks absolutely fucking awful. This just doesn't look good. This isn't Doomfist. It doesn't look powerful. It doesn't look cool. I just don't like this skin. I think it is shit. For me, that is an easy F tier. Then we have Iron, which is the same thing, but with the Doomstorm kind of color scheme and I guess material scheme, right? You get the metallic body with the green exterior. And that kind of color scheme looks really nice to me. I still don't like the skin for the same reasons the last one, but I do like the color scheme. Like the metallic plus green is cool enough that for me that pushes it to D tier, but it's still a skin I don't really like. Then we have Karate Doom, and this one's pretty solid. Nice clean, just white karate suit over everything, and then a nice blue fist. I mean, it's all right, but I think it's just outclassed by Formal, which is something we're going to look at later. And for that reason, it's not going to go too high, but it definitely can't go too low. I'm going to say it's like a high B tier. Then we have Swamp Monster, one of his more unique skins, which turns Doom into a swamp monster, crazily enough. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it. I like normal Doom, so having like a different variant of him, even if this is an actual proper different variant of him, it's not like the robot one where he's just randomly a robot and it doesn't even feel like Doomfist. This one still feels like Doomfist, but outside of the cool like scaly looking fist, I don't really actually like the base character model. I don't think it looks good. I don't like the colors, and I don't like the look of it. I can see why some people might, but for me it's just not that great. So for me that is a probably C tier above Overwatch 1 Doom. Then we have Jotun. This was the Doom skin I used for a majority of Overwatch 1. I really like Viking Doomfist. He's got the Viking beard, the Viking helmet, the horns. He's got like a more icy looking body. Yeah, like the bluish bodies, because he's in like an icy region with the Vikings. He's got like the nice hair there. The classic tarp that Vikings have, the Viking like legging thing. And then the really nice icy fist on top of all that. I think it just is like, it's a sick thing. Warrior Doom is an aesthetic that really fits him. That being said, it's not my skin I use now for a good reason. I find some skins better, but it's definitely up there for me. It's a solid A tier for me personally. Let me Formal Doom. I mean, it's just super clean. Like this is like the most clean Doom skin out there. It's still clearly Doomfist. He's got the shades and everything. I think that's what he uses most of the cinematics and stuff, is this kind of attire. I mean, yeah, it's classy Doom. It's got a nice black fist as well, just like Overwatch 2 Doom. Very nice, white thing, white coat, sorry, with a red rose. A nice undershirt as well. Very nice pants and shoes, and I don't know, it looks cool. When this guy's flying around the map doing all the crazy Doom stuff, it looked fucking cool to me. So for me, this is an S tier skin. It's very, very hard to go wrong with this one. I've personally never really had it equipped, but I am a big fan of the skin. Then we have Bonebreaker Doom, which they came out with recently, and I think it looks okay. I think if you like Bonebreaker Doom, I think Swamp Monster is probably just better for you. The outfit is like super bland and generic. The fist is like wooden-ish, and it just looks non-powerful, which is not something I like from Doom. The grenades on his tool belt obviously are probably some reference to something, but they don't really fit the character because he doesn't even have like the... I can't imagine in my head Doomfist not just punching things or like shooting his little handgun. It feels weird that he just even has the grenades. Like it's just, I don't know. This skin feels off to me. It feels bland. It feels kind of boring. For me, it's a very low C tier, possibly even D tier to be honest with you. I just need to go find it. That's the problem. Maybe it's this one. I'm gonna put it high D tier actually. I really just don't like this skin. Then we have Saitama Doom, which, yes, I did spend like fucking $20, $30 on this skin. And that's because I'm a One Punch Man fan. I fucking love that anime, and because of that, this skin is sick. It's the One Punch Man outfit, but on Doomfist. Like, it clearly fits this character. If you saw this, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's Saitama. You'd be like, oh, that's Doomfist with a Saitama outfit. It's really cool for that. I think as a skin, objectively, it's nothing too crazy. I mean, it's literally just a yellow suit with some red on the outsides. And then obviously the sick ass cape. But because I love One Punch Man, I love this skin, and there's a reason it's my currently equipped skin. It's my favorite Doom skin, period. Not because I think it fits Doom or it's even that sick of a skin in general, but just because I love One Punch Man so much and tying it in such a nice outfit, I really like it. I'm a real big fan of this skin specifically. But I think that's more of my my bias as someone who enjoys the anime it's based off of, more than this objectively being a good skin. I just want to put that out there. Although it does look kind of clean, and the cape is obviously sick. I mean, having the cape fly behind you as you're like diving people is cool. And then yellow and red are a nice color scheme. I will still give it that. Then we have Tropical Doom. This is probably one of the cooler Doom skins. I'm a big fan of it. It's just stock Doomfist with a nice, tropical pants. A nice red fist, and then obviously the shades and the tropical hat. It just looks cool. I mean, Doomfist just looks fucking sick in this. This is kind of how I'd imagine Doomfist as a character, just on his day-to-day when he's not doing his evil villainous stuff. Like, this is the Doomfist skin of all time. I'd say high A tier, debatably even low S. Like, if I didn't have the Saitama skin, and even if I had formal, I think if Saitama wasn't in the game, I'd probably be using this skin. I'm a big fan of it. Fuck it. I'll put a low S. I know that's probably going to be controversial or whatever, but I just think it looks sick. Like, this is like peak, like, Doomfist design. Then we have Monk, which is the opposite of peak Doomfist design. It's Overwatch 1 Doomfist with no pupils, or at least none that I can easily see. I think he actually has pupils, but they're like really close to the color of his eyes normally. And then instead of just being bald, he has like that little shaved head design. And instead of having like a nice color scheme for the legs and stuff, he's a shit color scheme. I just think this is a worse Overwatch 1 Doom, and there's never really been a reason to use it. I mean, I've owned this skin since it came out in 2020 as a challenge skin, and I've never even thought about using it. It just looks like shit. And for that reason, for me, that is just an F tier. Probably still above the other caution thing. That thing is awful. At least this one's still Doomfist, even if it's just an objectively worse Overwatch 1 skin of Doom. Then we have General Doom. It's alright. I mean, he's got a cool hat on, but the camo fist I'm not a big fan of, and then the green pants are just kind of okay. I think the fist looks less cool when it's camo. I do like the hat, though. It's pretty cool. And then obviously this little the stuff on his arm here, like the horns or whatever you want to call them. That's pretty cool, too. But I just don't like the camo a lot. It just doesn't look good to me. And for that, it's going down quite a lot, but it's still a pretty solid skin. I'm going to say, I don't know, low C. It's alright. I like the hat, I don't like the rest. That's pretty much all there is to it. We have Daisy Doom, which is Overwatch 1 Doom, but with a purple fist. I just don't think it looks good, I'll be real. It doesn't really fit his character, color, or whatever. And for that, that's just like, I don't know, a low D tier. Then we have Lake Doom, same thing but with blue. I think it just looks objectively worse than purple, which already looked bad, so it's a D tier. Then we have Plains Doom, which is green. And this one's a bit better, but still, these recolors are kind of shit. I'm just gonna put this somewhere in D tier. Then Sunset Doom is almost stock Doom, but with blue pants instead, and that's actually a lot nicer than the others. I'm gonna say it's probably just an alternate to the default Overwatch 1 skin in C tier. Then we have Avatar Doom, which, yeah, it looks alright. You know, you got like a tribesman demon Doom. He's got like a demon mask. He's got the red demon coloring that's kind of glowing. The little thing on his fist is like a mask. It's pretty cool. It's nothing too crazy, but I do really like the color scheme. I think it looks pretty solid. I'm gonna say it's a solid B tier. Then we have Spirits, which is the same skin but with like a more spiritual kind of vibe because it's blue, and I fuck with that a lot more. So I'm gonna say that's a low A. Then there's Talon Doom, which I think looks like shit. I mean, these pants look awful. Does not go with the rest of whatever else he's got going on. I think if the pants didn't look so bad and out of place, this could have been a lot of a cooler skin, but I just don't like the pants at all. And the rest of it's not really that impressive. So for me, this is actually just kind of a big downgrade. And if I can actually find out which one it is, I think it's this one. I'm going to put it just somewhere in the middle of D tier. It's not a good skin in my opinion. Then we have Gladiator Doom, which is pretty cool. It's like Warrior Doom. I like Jotun more, like the more open face thing, but obviously the Gladiator mask here is pretty cool. The fist got a pretty cool overhaul, and you know the primal kind of thing you get from this lion skin and the rest of his outfit. It's pretty fucking cool. For me, it's still not like his best skin, but it's definitely a solid high B tier. Then next up we have Leopard, which is just a downgrade from Gladiator. I mean, anything you like about this skin is better on Gladiator. I also don't like that the Leopard skin's on the fist. It just doesn't look good in my opinion. And for that reason, this one is just also somewhere in D tier. Probably actually F tier, fuck it. It just doesn't look good. Then we Painted Doom. This very, very simple skin. I mean, it's just, you know, you got like some goofy pants and stuff. The same black fist that Overwatch 2 Doom, and then this interesting like white paint all over him. I don't know why I love this skin, but for me, this is like top tier Doom skin, like S tier for sure. I can't explain what I like about this as much as I do, but it just looks fucking cool. I literally could not explain this. You could tell me, you know, okay, you got like, you know, 24 hours, come up with like an explanation as to why you like this skin, and I could not tell you even the first reason as to why. It just looked good to me. Something about this just looks fucking good to me. When I got this shit equipped, it looked fucking cool. Then we get Carbon Fiber Doom, which is kind of Monk Doom, and that's really it. It's just like as bad as Monk Doom. They really didn't try with this one. I'm gonna put it with Monk Doom in F tier, but like below him, because I think Monk Doom is at least somewhat unique. Then we have Kinyuin Doom, which is another attempt at Tribal Doom. I think it kind of falls flat to the others, but this is like the Tribal Chief. He's got like the Tribal Chief mask, you know, the face paint. The pants and stuff kind of go with it, and then obviously the more golden fist and armband of Overwatch 2 Doom. It's pretty alright, but I don't really think it's anything that special. So for me, that is, I don't know, C tier. And then the last skin, which unfortunately I can't show you because I don't own it, and it's not currently in the shop, is the World Cup Doom. I think it's called Thunder, where it's actual full Demon Doom. I know I've said Demon Doom on a few of these, like the thing in A tier. But this one's actually Demon Doom. Like there's animations where, you know, his mouth is like lava and stuff and whatever. And the animation stuff on that make it look really cool. I personally think the base skin of like Demon Doom or Thunder Doom, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I think the base skin looks kind of okay-ish. Like if it was just the skin on its own, it'd be like a B tier. But because it has all those cool like custom animations and stuff, and it might even have custom voice and stuff. I didn't really look into it, but I know it has like custom stuff where like his mouth will open up and still be like super glowy and stuff. And looks pretty cool. Because of all that, I think I'm gonna put it in a low A. I still actually, I know you're hearing that explanation. You're like, okay, he's gonna throw it in S tier. I personally, I mean, I don't like it that much. I think the fucking whatchamacallit, I think Black Hand is a better Demon Doom than that other one. Even if it has cool animations and stuff, I think the base skin for Black Hand is just way, way cooler. That being said, that's the whole Doom skin tier list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment below if you disagree with any of what I say here. I'm always very interested in hearing what other people think about these skins. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.